Hey everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how important it is to scrunch out the crunch after your wash and go. This should be the last step of your wash and go, and it is very important in order to have nice, soft, bouncy, voluminous curls. You'll see here the curls are very stiff. You can't feel it, but I can tell you that they're very crunchy. So to get this crunch out, I'm going to be smoothing 2 drops of oil that I spread through my hands. I have the Curlsmith bonding oil here, but you can probably use any styling oil that you typically use. Rub it through your hands and appropriately scrunch up this crunch. Now, this will not make it frizzy. Most people worried about doing this part are worried about scrunching out the crunch because they don't want it to be frizzy at all. But as long as the curls were styled appropriately, and I have plenty of videos for that, especially on Naomi's hair type. As long as they were styled appropriately, then this curl is already set and the definition will still be there after doing this. The only thing that you won't have is that hard gel cast that you don't want if you want the curls to be nice, moving, bouncy, voluminous curls. So this process can actually take even a good 10 minutes or so to make sure that every single part of that gel cast is off of the curl. You'll see at the end they look much better, they're soft and bouncy. So what I'm doing here is, in addition to scrunching out the crunch on all of the curls, I'm also going to be separating any of the big curl clumps that formed overnight while she was sleeping or during the styling process.
This is Naomi talking, just so you know. I like when my mommy does my hair, but I don't like when it's all crunchy and stiff. I like when it's all fluffy and bouncy. And have a poop-tastic day. A poop-tastic day.
Anyway, continue to separate the curls to your liking. Make sure that there are no huge clumps of them, otherwise there won't be the volume that you're looking for. Once you finish separating the big clumps of curls, give it another good scrunch again all around the head. I even have her flip upside down because the back pieces of her hair, they're pretty short still, and so they don't always get scrunched out as easily when she's sitting upright. So I have her flip upside down so that I can get those pieces at the nape of her neck, and then she'll give it a good shake out. Now here she doesn't want the bangs. Usually for the first day she does not like the bangs. She wants a side part. It ended up being a middle part because of the style that she had in her hair the last time. It just did not wash out. I usually always do a side part, so that's what she's complaining about here. So I flipped some of her curls over to make this side part as straight as I can, and then I'm going to just go through with a pick and fluff up the roots. Some people, instead of using a pick to fluff up the roots, will just flip over and use a diffuser with the curl diffuser head, but we just always use the pick. And now you can see how different this looks when you scrunch out the crunch and how necessary it is. This is the morning after. This is Naomi's wash and go from last night. We did it yesterday, probably around 3 in the afternoon. Her hair dried totally, went to sleep crunchy, and then I scrunched out that crunch in the morning. So as you can see, nice bouncy. Can you bounce it up and down so people can see? Woo! Okay, all right, that's enough, that's enough. And then turn around slowly. So her hair is still very shiny, it's very moisturized. There's virtually no frizz at all, but of course this is day 1, so usually a little bit of frizz is fine anyway. Kaya, well Kaya's too, but we're not doing a case study on Kaya's types of curls. Kaya's curls definitely get frizzier faster, but this is also day number 1 for her. Hold on Kaya, let me see. Day number 1 for you Kaya, huh? Turn around slowly Kaya. Again, just scrunched out her crunch. Not totally, but most of the way. Hey Zari boo.
Hi.
Zari just didn't have time for hers yesterday, so I'm currently drying hers now. Huh?
Like that.
Oh, cocoa melon? Oh, nice, Naya.
It's so nasty.
Can you turn around slowly? No, remember. And then Kaya's. Hold on, Kaya. Put your head down. Yeah. So, Naomi? What are you doing, Naomi? Naomi.
Look at her eyes.
Oh, cute. All right, watch out, Kaya. Don't come too close.
Did you see what she just did?
What'd she do?
What did you
Can you
say?
turn around? Alright, so after taking all that time to do a proper wash and go, scrunching out the crunch, you want to make sure you're tying it down correctly at night. What we usually do is put her upside down and tie a silk scarf over her head while it's upside down so that the hair is upright when she stands back upright, and then we put a silk bonnet over that. Other times what we'll do is we'll tie 2 to 4 silk scrunchies in her head so that the roots are semi-stretched a bit so that her curls will not shrink up too much, especially in the front and in the back at the nape of her neck where they normally shrink up the most. But on the first night after the wash and go, I always do this method, the scarf only. I don't do the scrunchies until it's been about day 3 or 4 where they won't form to that scrunchy shape. So hopefully you've learned something from this video. If you have, please like, subscribe, leave a comment, let us know that you're watching. And if you haven't seen Naomi's Holy Grail Trio video, I'm going to link that above. That's definitely the first that you'll want to watch before this one because that one shows the Holy Grail Trio of products that I switched to, which is now causing Naomi's wash and goes to look so much better, and her hair is much more hydrated than it has ever been.